who's not on camera, if you're not working, it would be amazing to see your faces. It
Mm.
would be amazing. If you're not working, if you want to come and bring your energy in here, because this is a safe space to be on camera. And I know for some people that it can be a little scary, but the more you show up on here, the more you're also going to show up on your social media. Does that make sense? So if anyone who doesn't often show up on camera wants to show up now, they're going to get 10 points. I don't know what the 10 points mean.
Hey,
I don't know where they're going to come from, and that doesn't matter. You're just going to get 10 points from me. Okay? Okay.
and we're good.
We're good. We're
Oh my gosh,
recording.
I see all these titles. I see all these titles coming in. I can't wait for you guys to get on an IPA and share exactly how you did it.
Have we got any more showing up on camera? We've got a few more showing up on camera. Yes. Come on. You can do it. Guys, we want to love on your faces. We want to see your faces. Collect your 10 points. Take it. You can do it plus go. You can just keep going. It's going to be great. More people. Yes. Adela, good on you, friend. Good to see you. Okay. Okay. So tonight, who has had a rank advancement? Who's won something big? Who's had a major win? Can you just put a thing in the chat? Put a win. Put a win in the chat. Cassie, yes, yes. Who else has had something? We had Michelle Schroeder talk about you went ultimate Michelle. And what else did you do? It was supervisor,
I,
yes? That's huge.
I see
Congrats.
Brenda hit senior supervisor and going towards director. Darlene, same thing. Wait, Darlene is senior director. She hit it and she is still going towards vice president. That is incredible.
Oh, that is
Oh,
massive. So Brenda, yeah, you're
oh, I
hoping
see Ultimates coming in, Athena and Diane and
Brenda's
Diana.
hoping to hit director.
Yes.
That's big goals. Go you. You can do it. You know what? Here's the thing. If you get your mindset in the right place, you can achieve anything. You actually can achieve anything. Who wants to achieve anything? If you want to achieve anything, the more you show up on camera, the more you bring your energy. Did I say that already? I don't know. I don't know. But the more you show up on camera, let me just tell you, the more you're going to bring your energy, the more you're going to win. Okay? So, who else has had a win? Michelle, you, yep, yep, yep. Who's Diana Hancock? Is Diana on here? No?
I
Kathy,
also
you
see
got any?
Cindy got a new brand partner, another one setting up tomorrow. Cassie hit senior vice president, almost officer. Wow.
Wow.
And Darlene hit vice president too. Wow.
Oh my God, this is so exciting. There's so much winning going on in here. And you know why people are winning in here? Because of our leadership.
Mhm.
So the leadership in this
I
team
agree.
is like nothing else I have ever seen. The winning in this team is absolutely massive. Would you all agree with that? Put a one in the comments if you all agree that our leadership in this team is like nothing else. And there's absolutely nowhere else you'd rather be. Where are all the ones? One, 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 one. Come on. Anywhere else, any other team you'd rather be? You're going to win the biggest in this team. Is there anything, James, that you want to add, or should we just go into it now? I'm just not sure.
I think, man, there's so much going on. A couple quick announcements is happy Black Friday, everyone. It's kind of weird, like Black Friday used to be a thing. Now it's just an excuse for a whole month of sales around the world, right? So, and I'm reading in the chat here. Adela got another brand partner yesterday with 200 points. New brand partner went senior team lead from Michelle. Got a sale 20 minutes after his first post. Wow, way to launch with the system. I love it. Clayton. Ah, yes, Clayton. Congratulations. Today in this in US specifically, sorry Canadians or anywhere else around the world. And but they just dropped this, so I want to make sure that we're aware. Like Dan Colley in United States, Vice President, just dropped this special. But did anyone win the mystery prize at the beginning of Black Friday in North America? Like a lot of us did.
How
They
would you
re
know,
Yeah,
James, if we won it or not?
at your checkout. It would have been in your checkout cart.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, in United States, sorry, Vanessa, you can close your ears and eyes, but um, 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. There's another opportunity. I had no idea about this either. This is literally, I think corporate's like, we just want to give everything away. So I have no idea what this is, but it would be cool. But for the first 200 orders today at that time that are over 500 points, so that could be if you want another buy 10 get 2 pack, if you want to get bundles of the other sales that are going on, if you want to sell that, you will get another mystery gift, but there's only 200 in that. So if you miss the first one, you want this one, or if you want to leverage this for you and your team or whatever, like be sure to be in line for that one because I don't know what it is, but corporate's in a very giving mood. So that one's going to be an absolute amazing thing as well too. So that's there. And today there's a lot of cool things that there are. I love as well um, for Vanessa is leading this call today. Shout out, who here loves Vanessa, by the way? Like, what time is it for you, Vanessa? Oh, you're on mute right now. You're moving to America. I know exactly.
10 past, I'm moving to America for the prizes. 10 past 10 at night.
Wow. Guys, talk about commitment and hardcore. Newest officer did it in 6 months, like crushing it, right? And Pam Middleton is also, everyone loves Pam. We all love and know Pam. So they're going to be leading us out today with IPs and everything. But if you don't mind, I know, Vanessa, you have a very important mindset piece I'd love to cover in a bit. Allison dropped something I had to reshare into all of the chats, but there was some very specific strategies on what she's doing right now. Allison, do you mind reading off those tips on what Allison is doing today? Who's just been on fire. Yes.
Okay, I'm laughing because I woke up at 4:30 and I couldn't sleep. I was so excited. I was like, I got goals today, so let's get with it. So I wanted to just try to encourage my team, and I was just like, okay, what are some things I can what are some things I can do? So as I'm sitting here by the fire this morning, I just started looking at some things that to tell them to look at today. So I just said, Happy Black Friday, team. Exciting day and into our week. A few things to consider. Mystery gift today with all 500 PV orders starting at 12 Mountain. Don't miss out. Don't wait until tomorrow to get those orders in. We have more days to get more orders in next week's pay period, so order today. Help those on your team get in the Millionaire Mentorship Club by having two VPs come in at 200 PV in the last 30 days. So if they have brought on one in the last 30 days, let's show them how to get qualified today for the Millionaire Mentorship Club. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
Quick thing on this as well. If you're already in the Millionaire Mentorship, put a M in the comments below because we're about to drop a bunch of like we took a hiatus this week for Black Friday. Next week we're hitting it hard, but there's gonna be so much that's flooded in here. This is where I mean the most amount of officers and above are coming from this group. Every week we've been averaging one, if not two, and this week's gonna be crazy. So exactly. So be ultimate and then two enrolled brand partners at 200 points each within a 30-day period. So that's a good tip, Allison. Like get people into that.
Yeah, I love that Wednesday night call. I love all of them, but that one's really good. And I said, use the holiday survival guide, a $67 value to help people see what they get. Free gift with purchase today. And then I said, go live today so people can see your face, not just another ad. Talk about those pain points that you had and what these drops and products are doing for you. And last, have fun. That is the bottom line. Have fun today. Have fun today. No matter where you end up at midnight tonight or whatever time you are, just have fun and know that the fun and the joy is in the race to those goals.
Love it. Pro tips. Thanks, Allison. Vanessa, I'll toss it over to you.
Okay, now it's confession time for me. So I work as a mindset coach in my other job. And sometimes I don't have quite the right mindset. I actually have to work through my mind. And I had a really great breakthrough this week. And I'm going to share it with you how I went from a negative mindset at the beginning of the week and the little transition that happened and how I shifted that to now I'm having a lot of conversations with a lot of people. So in the beginning of the week, we announced the sale in Australia. Now ours is different to America. And the minute I saw it, I went into comparison mode, right? Now, when I first looked at our sale, when I first looked at it, it didn't look as good as what you've got there. And here's what I did. My mindset was in the space. I happened to take a call from someone, and it's someone I've been working a bit, as a compatibility, not compatibility partner. What do you call them?
Accountability.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yes. So, an accountability partner. Now, guess what happened? She was in a negative mindset as well. And we had a little bit of a negative kind of thing going on, right? Now, that's the first thing that we did that really wasn't helpful. But I attracted that because of my negative mindset, right? I attracted it. That's what happened. And then would you believe someone else phoned me? Same deal, same thing, same negative mindset. So here's the thing. When you get into a negative mindset, do you know what you do when someone tells you don't look for the color red, right? Don't look for the color red. The first thing you do is you see the color red, right? You go looking for it because don't look for the color red. The mind, all it hears is don't look for the color red. It just hears the color red. It doesn't do the thing. So what I did is I attracted some more negativity, right? I did exactly what I teach people not to do. So I attracted all this negative stuff. I sat in this negative and I did nothing for 24 hours. I did nothing. I actually sat and did nothing. Has anyone ever experienced that where they get into that negative thing and all they do is they start attracting other people in there? And anyway, so what I did was, first and foremost, I knew that what I needed to do was I knew I needed to shift it because I thought I can waste this sale and keep doing nothing. I've already wasted 24 hours or I can have a shift. And so what I actually did do, I knew who to reach out to, and my direct upline is James. And I did put a comment into him about, I don't even know what it said, but I basically confessed that I was feeling negative around this, da 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 da. And he reframed it for me. Now, we don't actually need other people to reframe it. I'm an expert at reframing. But at that point in time, I got myself and I attracted all the negativity. So all you're going to do when you get into a negative mindset is you reach out to the right person. Okay, you reach out to the right person, but you can do that on your own. One of the little tricks that I learned about getting rid of negative energy when you do the things and you attract all the negatives is if everyone who's not on screen, I can't see you, but if I can see you, I want you to start rubbing your hands together. I want you to get this friction in your hands, okay? Really hard, okay? Really, really, really hard. Keep doing it. Is everybody doing it? Even if you're not on camera, just do it, okay? Really get that friction going. And then when you stop, if you've done it long enough, and if you've done it hard enough, can you feel your fingers tingling? Can you feel your hands tingling? Okay, so take that to your heart. And take a deep breath. Ideally, you're going to rub your hands together for 90 seconds because 90 seconds is all it takes to shift that energy. You don't actually need to ring your upline. You don't actually need to talk to anyone else. You're going to rub your hands together. You're going to do it for 90 seconds. You don't need to put a timer on. You can just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. And then transition that energy that you feel when you actually move your hand. This is science, guys. This is actually, there is a charge that goes through your hands and just take it straight to your heart. Take in a few deep breaths and feel that energy coming into your heart. Now, you can do it through prayer. You can do it any way that works for you, but allow yourself 90 seconds to flip the switch. And that's all it actually takes. So when I've learned so much this week, even myself, even though I teach all these things about changing energy, I learned so much about myself that it's actually a constant thing to be aware of, right? It's very easy to slip into that negativity. Don't think of an elephant in the room. The first thing you're going to think of is the elephant, okay? So the minute you start going into that negative kind of thing, you're going to attract it. You're going to attract more of it unless you cut it. And you can actually physically do it. I've done that too. You know, I've actually got out scissors and cut the energy in my mind and using my hands, etc., to just cut the energy. It's that simple. It's that simple. So then what happened? I went from 24 hours of doing nothing. No phone calls, no messages, no social media, nothing. And I did this post, I did this live, right? So I got myself into the right energy. I did all the things and blah, 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 blah. Did on the hand on the heart. Got myself, I reframed it. I did have James reframe that sale. And then what happened was I did the live and I had people saying to me, they're reaching out in my message or they're putting comments on my live and they're also getting to my inbox and saying, your energy has changed so much. I want to know what you're doing. I want to know what you're on. Now, I went on and I talked, I don't even know what I talked about. I did talk about the drops. I did talk about the sale. I kept it under 5 minutes. I started out with a hook. Okay. So you've got that 2, 3 seconds start with a hook. And I think I said something like 12 kilos gone, right? That's like 26 pounds or something, people. I don't know in your language. You need to get with the program and get with us to kilos and the rest of the world, but that's okay. You stay there at pounds and it's about 26 pounds, right? That was my hook. 12 kilos gone. That's 26 pounds. And that was the hook. And as I said, my energy went from the day before thinking, how did I even get to officer? That's where I went. How did I even get to officer? And then I thought back to what Becky said. 6 promotions in 8 weeks. And I thought if I can do it once or if someone else has done it, then I can do it. Okay. So always think about the person who has done it before you, right? Find someone who's done it. Don't find anyone who hasn't done it. Find someone who's done it and model what they're doing. So what happened was in one of our Australian group chats, right? So there I am being negative Nancy. Sorry, Nancy, but I'm being negative Nancy about the sale. Okay. Guess what? Someone made so many sales with exactly the same thing that I had, and they made $6,000 in one day. Yeah, $6,000 in one day. They had exactly the same tools that I did, but what they didn't have that I didn't have in the beginning of the week was the mindset. They just believed they can do it. So if you're sitting here, right now, you guys, you've got 25% of a whole bunch of things. I don't even know what you've got, but you've got 25%. That's massive. Here we go, Saru. There we go. So you can see what she did. She's got new volume bonus. So what does that mean? It means she got a whole bunch of I think she got 40 new clients. 40 new clients in one day. Now, I'd like that over the month even. Wouldn't you not like that over the whole month? She did that in a day with exactly the same thing that I had, okay? So it was just a shift. And I saw what other people were doing. I looked at the people who were doing the thing. And as I said, I did the live, I put the energy into it. I got this. This is science, guys. As I said, the rubbing of the hands, or you can do it anytime. The other thing that you can do to shift your energy if you need to, you're not going to be able to see this, but stomping your feet on the ground. If you've ever been to we have soccer in Australia. I don't know that you have it, but if you go to a soccer game, I mean, one day, James, I will get you to bring this up. They do all this chanting, right? Chanting is a really big thing. Like they do that. It's a very traditional thing, chanting. You can chant, you can obviously pray. Like that's a big thing too, okay? But for me, I do pray a lot about this sort of thing, but I also do some high energy stuff as well. Rolling your hands together like this. This is another really energy trick to get your energy going. Come on, guys, join in, join in, join in. I want to see you all doing it. Come on. So rolling your arms like this, okay? You're shifting the energy in your body. You can stamp your feet together. That's all it actually takes. It's that simple, right? It's that simple. So little tools, little tricks like this that you can use. Reaching out, if you're feeling that stuck though, do reach out to someone upline. Don't reach out to someone who's going to support your belief system of being negative. It doesn't work. So today I was that person for other people of lifting their energy as well. Okay. So my energy flew down. So if you're going to have that energy, you're actually going to, your downline's going to have it too. It is. It just happens. So have you noticed that James's energy, right? He doesn't buy into anything that's negative. I can go to him and go, "Ah, rah, 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 rah," and he reframes it straight away. Now, I'm actually relatively good at reframing. In fact, sometimes I put the messages in, and by the time I get to the end of it, I go, actually, you don't need to respond. I've resolved it myself just by telling you. So it's true. That's what I do. You know, I do reframe it myself. There's always a solution to anything, any problem, right? There's no problem too big to not find a solution to. So shift your energy with things like this, stomping your feet on the ground, right? That's what they do at the soccer, and they lift the energy of the whole stadium. If you ever get the chance, as I said, like one day we should just like do a soccer thing and show the energy. They do chanting, they do all the things, and the players, the energy that there's a really special soccer chant that they do. I won't do it here on you because it's like I'm a bit tone deaf and I'll, you know, might hurt your eardrums. But these are things that you can do for yourself. Breathing, breath work, all that kind of thing. Use what you've got in your own, with your own body, okay? Because your own body, my body's vibrating now. From when it's 10:25 at night here. Normally, I come home since I've been taking Renew. I'm about to finish, but you know, since I've been taking Renew and the drops, I come home and go to sleep sometimes at 9, 10 o'clock at night. But I made sure I got my energy high, and it's even higher even again now. So you're going to bring that energy to your page. You're going to do a live, you're going to do whatever you do, but you're going to 10x that energy. Even if it's just posting something, if you shift your energy like this before you post something, I promise you, you're going to get a much greater response. So does that make sense? It's hard to see people here because you haven't got your faces on here. But anyway, we'll forgive you. People like Matt, who's on here, Shana's on here, Nancy, and I'm sorry about Nick and Nancy before. Nancy. But it just ran with it all the time. But this is the thing, the mindset thing, that what the energy that you put into what you're posting, it's not just about the post. It's not. It's the energy that you bring into it. And when you do a live, one last thing before I finish off and hand over to Pam, who's going to take us through the IPAs. When you do a live, you practice it before you go live. And one of the things that you can do too, you need to talk a little bit fast to get through something quickly, but remember to have some pauses. And the reason you do that is because it gives the person a chance to hear the last thing you said before you go on to the next one. And when you're pausing, now this is something that we do in hypnotherapy all the time. If you've ever been hypnotized, you may or may not have realized, because you may or may not have been in trance when it happened, but the pause effect and the changing the tone of your voice keeps people's concentration at a much greater level. Okay, so that's one little tip. People will follow you a lot more if you change the tone of your voice and then you move it up and you get that beat going a little bit more and you talk about something, you get excited and then you slow it down. Yeah, I don't always remember to do that because sometimes I get nervous, but practice it. Practice it before you go live. And then when you go live, eventually over time, I hadn't done it live for a while, so I was nervous when I did that, but I did it anyway. I did it badly and I still got a lot of people responding. So it's the energy that you bring, the mindset you bring with it is how you're going to grow your business. Okay? Make sense? Make sense? Yes? Okay. So when you say make sense at the end of it, you start getting people into agreement. That's a really good phrase to use that I'm going to finish off on. Make sense? And that's a really, really great, that's a really great phrase. It's an NLP thing. When you're talking to people, you get them in agreement. When you say make sense, it's very rare that they're not going to agree with you. So you're always saying things that are getting people into agreement with you. Okay, that's all from me. I can tone my energy now down. I need to be as hyped up. So, Pam, I'm going to hand it over to you because she's going to do this amazing job of IPAs because I know that everyone's had a lot of them being Thanksgiving week, being the sale. Go for it, guys. Knock us all out.
Vanessa, that was amazing. And yes, it absolutely made sense. I felt that vibration when I touched my heart. And I too struggle sometimes with being negative. And everything you said was right on point, but it's not something I've thought of. That did not come all intuitively for me. But the live to practice first, that I do that all the time. It takes me over 2 hours of practicing to feel confident to go live. So I totally get that. But it's that mindset shift, the energy, and the key thing I heard from you was pause. And I love that you ended it with, did that make sense? Because that gives people a chance to say, yes, it does, and then to react. So your tips were amazing. You guys, if you thought those were amazing tips, put a 2 in the chat for Vanessa, because that was incredible. James, do you have anything you want to add before I move into IPAs?
I'm good. That was great.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so what are IPAs? I see some new people on the line, at least they're new to me. So let me take a moment and explain what an IPA is. It is income producing activities. We have a system of growth. What does that mean for you, for people that are just hopping on? It is a duplicatable system that will help you grow your business. It is something that if I can do it, you can do it. Why? Because when you sign up for $29.95, I'm not sure what the price is in Australia, but that's what it is in US, you get not only access to Partner Co and all of our amazing products, but you also get access to things like a machine, things that help you with automations to be able to do this business on a whole nother level. And with that, you get something called boards. You get all the tools in a toolkit that you can do your business. So it's like I'm starting a business as a gardener and I need all these tools to start out and do my landscaping business. And they cost a fortune. But in this company, $29.95 one time for life. That is amazing. And you still get all those tools. It's one of the most inexpensive business ventures I've ever tried. And we get it all for free. So when we follow that system, you will make money. It may not be immediately. Some people get hundreds of people jumping on their first post. You see some people get 3 or 4, and some people get crickets. It doesn't matter where you start. It's that consistency over time that will pay off. So what we're asking for is when you share your IPA. So guys, raise your hand, and Cassie, I see your hands already up. I'll get to you in 2 seconds. Pause. When you raise your hand, you're going to tell your story. We don't need to know that this person has been your friend for 50 years and then whatever. It's, I did a post and so and so responded. We don't need their name or anything like that. And this is how I then followed up with them afterwards. And these are the results. So it has to be results oriented. What income, and we don't need to know the volume of your income either, but what volume did it make? So with that said, I'm turning it over to Cassie to hear what your IPA is. Thank you.
Hello, hello. Okay, so the one that I'm going to share, because we've had a lot going on in my team, is just something that could be a tip that could help somebody. Take a look at your tree. If you have somebody that has gone inactive, reach out to them. So I have somebody on my team that's under me, but she's also above Paula, and she's gone inactive. With the movement that Paula and I both have had in our team, it was a no-brainer for her to get active again. She gets her product for free now and she's making money. So you need to work that, how your tree is set up. So that's kind of my IPA with that. Paula had been in communication with her and I've been checking in with her periodically because I know some financial stuff that they're dealing with. but I reached out to her about the VIP list, about the Black Friday sales. And then as I was looking at over the tree more, I'm like, this is a no-brainer. And I sent her a text. I'm like, we have got to talk. This can make you money. You can get your product for free. We just have a lot of volume that could really benefit you. So that's the IPA.
Cassie, that was a perfect IPA. Can you dig a little deeper? I'm sure everybody wants to know what, so was she, I missed it if you said it, was she active to begin with, or did you have to get her reactivated?
We had to get her active again. So
Okay, so
we
what
went,
did you do?
okay, so whenever I was on the phone call with her, because she has some products from when she was active, because she's been inactive for quite a while, not like over a year or anything, but several months. And they've had a move and stuff. And she's like, I need to get started back on the product. On the phone call, she almost told me, she's like, I don't know that I necessarily need anything. And then I'm like, you're going to get your product paid for and make money. So we sat down and she did end up ordering one of the Black Friday specials, but then she ordered a product that she doesn't have for herself and her husband. And we subscribed those so that she got the Black Friday special price. So she has a
Perfect.
subscription that if the subscription does run, if she lets it, she will continue to be active. So.
That is absolutely perfect. And I loved how you explained to her. So first of all, you got her, I heard you say you got her reactivated. And it's so simple now. All you have to do is just get a auto ship placed under them, and when it goes out in 4 weeks, they're going to be activated. I have a real tip that maybe none of you have heard of before. Partner Co always does something with missions, etc. So right now they're doing something with Zimbabwe, and if you call corporate and you ask them that you want to donate to the mission, you can just donate $5, just $5. There's no shipping, there's no taxes. It's going for an amazing cause. It's a tax write-off, and it will get someone reactivated again. So I hope
Does
I'm
that have
sharing it.
PV to it, Pam? Is that what you're saying?
It does it have PV? I don't know. No, there's no PV.
So
There's
how
no
does it
PV because
reactivate
it's
someone?
mission. All I know is it works. When we were trying to get many brand partners reactivated again, Roxy actually called into corporate, and she was just going to put a bar soap on just to get someone reactivated. And the person that she talked to said, well, that's going to cost shipping. You now can just give to the missions for Zimbabwe, and they actually put in the code. We cannot do it ourselves because Roxy called and shared the code, and then I tried to do it and it didn't work. So I called corporate, and they said, yeah, only we can put that code in. So there's no point in sharing it because we can't do it. You think it is 5 PV, James, to get them
I don't know.
reactivated? You
That's
think
a
it
rough.
has that
If
PV?
can you guys do some research on that and give us the full details? Because that's a very big deal. And that
Yeah,
can be a really good Thanksgiving campaign. We need to know dollar and PV and how it actually works. So can you guys do some research and then let's update
I will
and
be happy to do the research on it
yeah,
and put it out in any of the groups.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's worked because everybody that we went and placed those orders under, they were able to get the 30% as a brand partner again. And it's something that can stay on for forever because it's just $5 and there's no tax or anything attached to it. So yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really
I'll,
big.
yeah.
We've run big campaigns, by the way. So there's a reason I'm asking. Like, you've been a part of them, Pam. We've
Yes.
run promotions. Especially if there's PV associated with it. So and tax write-off. So that yeah, we'll have an update on
Yes.
that, guys. That's first
I'll
time
give
I've
you an
heard about
update.
that too. So yeah, it was great.
Sorry, I should have ran it by you first, but
No, no, no,
it
no,
did
that's
work.
good.
So
This is why
we
we're on
put
this
a ton of
call.
people in it. Yeah.
We learn
Yeah,
every
yeah.
single day.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Allison, thank you. I see your hand up. Go ahead. Wait, before you speak, I just want to say there's not another hand and we have some more minutes to go. So many of you guys went title. So many of you got your friends, teammates to Ultimate. We want to hear what you did and how it tied in, maybe or not, to Black Friday. So, Allison, go ahead.
Do you mind if I answer this question real quick, and we'll go Allison? So Shannon,
Oh,
so going
sure.
back to the topic that was a really good tip on what Cassie said, reactivating
Mhm.
people. So when you reactivate brand partners, what you do, so to be qualified
Oh,
every month, it's 100 PV during your color week. You can do that whether it's a subscription or just place an order, right? Or it's a customer as well too. So when you reactivate a brand partner, if they've been unqualified because they didn't order within the last 4 Fridays of their color week, just place a new 100-point order minimum in their account. They can just order through the shopping cart like that. Then they can set up a subscription, sync it with their color week for the future to remain qualified. But to get qualified now, that's a really good tip. So go through your tree. Anybody that's ordering underneath somebody, and if someone above is not qualified, then what that means is in the Cassie situation, this person had a power and a pay. So they had two people that were ordering, so they could get paid automatically. Because if you have two teams, you get paid. But also, if somebody is, even if they have one person under them, if they're not qualified, did you know your points carry over if you're not cashing them out? So there's people that have thousands of points on one of their lines ready for their other line to be built. But if they're not qualified, points don't carry over. So they're missing out on that opportunity as well too. So if you know there's orders coming in and you look in your tree and there's gray dots when you look in the tree view, you can contact them by, hey, there's a lot of people ordering right now. You can just be qualified to get an order and make sure that you have the opportunity to bank those up or to get paid. And that's a good way to go back and get some orders. So good tip. Okay, Allison.
Hey guys. Okay. So I just want to shout out to when you bring on, like I did last week, I told y'all I brought on the 8 brand partners, and half of them were just wanting to buy wholesale, right? So one particular, she came in and she bought the 3 that we got her on the 3-pack. Well, all the 8 that I signed up the other day, I sent a message to them. Some of them haven't even ordered yet, but I sent a message to them talking about, hey, welcome to partnering. I'm so excited that you get to buy wholesale. Here's what's happening till Monday. I know you got the 3-pack, but if the 10-pack is the best deal, yada yada. And I went on and I said, and I can show you how to sell those and make some extra Christmas money. And so I just literally got an order in just now. One of the partners bought the 10-pack, which I had no idea she was going to do, but I had sent that message to all of those because I don't want to make that decision for them. I know in my head, I'm like, that's expensive. I don't know if they can do that, but promise you, send the message and let them decide if they're going to do it or not, because sometimes it's like, they kind of blow you away and do that. So anyway, she's halfway to Ultimate now, and I know she doesn't even know it. So I got to get on the phone with her, after. And then Sherry Powell is not on here because she had some technical issues with her own Zoom this morning, but I know she's going to be watching the replay. We had a conversation 3 months ago at a coffee house about this business. I've been friends with her for a while, but she's just literally been watching me since then. And so she came on board. She has not put one drop in her mouth. She went Ultimate yesterday because I love the fact that we as Ultimates can help people get there. And I said, I was talking to her about the launch, but I had no idea. I opened Facebook this morning and there she goes. She is launched. She already has 2 people interested. And so it's crazy over here, but I'm telling you, I love the fact that people just take initiative. They don't think about it. They're like, let's go. I haven't even tried the drops, but Allison says I can do a business with this. Let's go. There's so many more people. Matt and Jolene, I want to shout out. They're having a huge event tomorrow in California at her old Pilates studio, and they have tons of product that they're going to be. So, I mean, it may blow up. Sheila is on fire on the way to officer, Matt and Jolene on the way to vice president. So there's so many things. And then my newest partner, Lisa Otten, she's also one. Now, I will tell you something about Lisa. She bought drops from me off my shelf 5 months ago and let them sit for 2 months without starting. And now she just brought on her first brand partner. So don't ever say never, because people, when they get the vision and they get around this community, y'all, they go.
That was amazing. There were so many golden nuggets in there. James, you're going to have to help me put them all in order. But what I did here is I love that you reached out to people. You re-engaged them. You sat down and told them what they needed to do, and it's all that they needed. And you're right. There's so many people. If you guys have sold a product to somewhere, whether it's online or out your stock, and they haven't even used it and it's been months, put a 2 in the chat, because I think we all have tons of people that we sell to. Maybe you haven't even followed up with them. Maybe you don't even know if they're using it. But the fortune is in the follow up. If you don't follow up and ask them, it's all in our scripts. It tells you week 0, send them this. Week 1, send them this. If they're not responding back, give them grace. Don't go into that negative mode that we're going to have to, get ourselves back out of. People are busy. And because they're not going to respond all the time. Most of them have other jobs and they can only respond when they can. Give them grace, drip on them, go on to their Facebook page, say something kind back to them. Don't talk about the business all the time. It's those connections that are making such a difference. I also love, Allison, how you reached out to so many of your partners and gave them exactly what they needed, whether they were holding on to the drops, whether Matt and Jolene, I'm wishing you all the blessings today on your event. You're going to go out and crush it. All of that is so important for building our business. James, anything else or Vanessa, anything else either one of you want to add?
So, oh yeah,
Go
for
ahead,
it.
Vanessa. Well, go ahead, Vanessa first and then James. Mhm.
Just want to add one little thing. So Sharon made a comment that I saw up here about basically saying that she gets nervous and isn't good at doing live, so she's only done 2 of them. Now, who's been watching Baby Jaden? He's just taken his first few steps. Did everybody see that? Was he good at
Yes.
it? Was he good at it?
No,
Really? He wasn't
no,
really.
but he did it.
And did you hear everyone cheering him on? If you haven't seen that live, go to James's page and watch that live. Like, he did 2 steps. Let's be honest. It wasn't, it was what it's normal. Okay. What he did was normal. He took a few steps and he fell. So everyone cheered him on, even though he only took 2 steps and he fell. And you know what happens in life? We forget that we think we have to be perfect at everything, and we're not. I didn't even know what I was going to say tonight, right? I didn't really know. I had a rough outline of what I was going to say. I didn't even know if I was good or not, right? I don't. But guess what? I don't actually care. And you know why I don't care? Because I know that you will have gotten something from me. I know that when I say I don't care, I don't care what people think now about what I'm doing, right? Because I know that I have something to offer and that the right people will land on the right thing. Go and watch Baby Jaden. He took 2 steps and he fell. And eventually he obviously got back up again. I don't think he did in that video, but we cheer people on. We cheer on our kids for doing these little things that they don't even do that well. And we forget to cheer ourselves on for things that we're starting to do for the first time. It's new. You're going to suck the first time you do it like everybody else. And you know what? When you do your live your first time, you call 2, 3 friends, upline, crossline, whatever, and you get them to come on and to comment and to cheer you on, just like we all cheered Baby Jaden on when he was walking, right? Or taking his first 2 steps. You have people put little comments on there because you feel supported when that happens, right? That's a really, and that's what we're here for. You can call me, you can message me. I don't care. I might not be awake, but that's not the point. But here's the thing. We're all going to cheer you on. You're not going to do it well the first time. You accept that you're not going to do it well the first time because rarely anyone is, but you will get better. Just like Baby Jaden, in a month's time, he's going to be walking, right? We're going to be watching videos and we're going to be cheering on again. Guess what? He's not running yet. So you got to walk first. You got to crawl, you got to walk, and then you're going to run. So,
Thank
you
you,
know,
Vanessa. I'm gonna
yeah.
pause. I'm gonna pause you because those are amazing tips. And I see that there's one more person, and then we're gonna close out in prayer with Jolene. So, Michelle, we are dying to hear what you have to say. Are you able to unmute yourself?
Yes, I am.
Please go ahead.
Okay, good morning. Yes, I may tell you too much information, but that's what I say. I tell all. So I had a customer, right? She had been waiting for Black Friday, so excited. She was bummed about not having just a single pack on sale. So I said, "Hey, I have the code." I gave the code. Then she went ahead and when she was checking out, put it on subscription. So I got no um I guess credit on that. Well, I guess I got credit, but no commission on that. That's okay. She got the product. I'm a yellow personality. I like to help people out. So I don't do so. I will remove that code on Monday. So then I think the next thing, Cassie took advantage of ordering the 1500 PV, then put the credit under me. And then I decided to. My husband is Clayton, and I said, "Hey, Clayton, just I want to order the 500 PV. I need product. I want to get that 10+2. You just sign up. I'll put the money. I'll I'll order it, and then we'll give you the points. So then I get the lifestyle points. I'm probably saying things wrong. I'm new. Excuse me, please. So then
They're
after
great.
all that was
Yeah,
done, and what? Go ahead.
you're doing perfect. Go ahead.
Okay, and then I told my mom, oh my, well, we got home. My son's like, congratulations, mom, you hit a level. I'm like, I, I was working. I said, but Cassie helped me. She did that. I didn't do it. So, and that was before I added Clayton in. And mom's like, well, you know, I wanted to order the 10+2 pack too, as well. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do to Cassie? She could have helped somebody else with this. And so we game planned. I mean, there's three different things we could have done. Is one, just give my mom to Clayton as a customer. Two, just make my mom my customer because moms want to help. Or three, have my mom another brand partner so I would have what I call dual team on other companies. But strategically, I mean, we prayed a lot. I think we were on the phone probably 15 hours over the last 2-3 days getting this done. Cassie's family, my family, they'll love us later, right? They'll get prizes. So what ultimately happened was for the greater of the team, we put my mom as Clayton's customer. So I ranked up, Clayton ranked up. He's almost to where I am, but also Clayton, he was so excited and I said, you got to make your first post. And 20 minutes later, he already had a customer. He immediately,
Oh my
almost
gosh.
immediately, he had a friend message him. It's actually a distant relative he hasn't talked to in years. Said, I'm interested. He sent the machine. He had just downloaded boards and he's like, I'm like, how do I do this? So I sent it or showed him what to do. He sent it to her. He said, look, I have a machine. Oh my gosh, she just bought. So it happened that fast. I'm talking way too fast. Sorry. But so he's all pumped and excited to go. So he got that customer. Then I put my mom under him. So he has two customers. Our points are all up. He's got other people that have reached out to him. I have two more people ready to buy. So this is how everything is. So it's working together. It's not all by myself. It's working with your team. And I could have been selfish. I could have bought myself, my pack. I could have put my mom under me and my rank would have been higher. But I was like, anxiety there. Like, do I want the rank or am I going to help the team? We have a little selfish things going back and forth in our heads, but what's best for everyone? So executive decision, which is a hard one to make, is putting that with Clayton. So if I did, I think it was the right decision.
You did
We'll see.
everything right, Michelle. Michelle, you did
Thank you.
absolutely perfect. Thank you so much. That chain link event was absolutely fabulous. I know there's others who've been able to chain link, and yes, we have to make those decisions. What's better for the team? It's not all about you, boo. It's about your team and what the lasting effects that is going to have. You made all the right choices. You made all the right decisions. You are building your team, and we are truly better together. I couldn't have ended with a better takeaway than that. Then build your team, give them everything they want, and give them what they want, and you'll get everything that you want. I think I said that right. So the bottom line is, you did amazing. You will continue to grow. We are all super proud of your progress. Thank you so much. Now we're going to turn it out to Jolene. Jolene, before they go into their event, so take us out in prayer. We're so happy to have you here. For those who want to join, please feel free to stay on. And if you don't, it's totally fine as well. Thank you. Thanks, Jolene. Go ahead.
All right. So I just want to capitalize on what Vanessa was saying, because it really struck me as how that mindset really works. And yes, we have this event, but we've also been on vacation with his mom who's ill. So it's like I was struggling with that same thing. And the verse that the Lord brought to mind this morning for me was 2 Corinthians, where it says, take every thought captive. And when my mind starts to whirl and do all the things, and I had a pastor once, Craig Rochelle, go, take that thought captive and make it obedient. And so as we've been sitting here and listening to everyone's wins and all that and game planning ourselves, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to not have a good event. It is going to be a great event. And it's going to be a great event because we are reaching out and we are going to be able to touch people in a way that they have not been loved on before. And so I just want to take us into that. Like, just remember, take that thought captive, make that fist, make it obedient to what the word says. And the word calls us to love God, love his people. And that's what we get to do through this. So let's pray. Father God, we come before you and we sit at your feet humbly with this company that you have given each and every one of us. And I didn't even know this company had a mission, which makes me fall even more in love with it. And just their mindset and their vision to, again, it's love God, serve people. And so, Lord, I just ask that you just fill us with that as our forefront thought today, as we go out to make conversations, as we share Black Friday, as we encourage brand partners and work with clients and customers and meet new people, whether it's in line at the stores for ourselves or just out in the world. Just bring those people into our path. Let us serve them to the best of our abilities through what you have given us. We thank you for all the people who have spoken today, all the little golden nuggets that they have imparted upon us. We ask that you pour blessings upon our leadership, from the tippy top down to the lowest of leaders. We just thank you for the wisdom, the knowledge that they give us. We commit today and this weekend to you. We ask that you move before us, Holy Spirit, guide us, direct us, lead us to the people who need us to speak to them. And we just thank you. We ask that you put your hedge of protection around all of us and bring us back together safely on Monday with incredible wins and a fire in our bellies for Cyber Monday and all that that's going to bring to. But we just thank you for leading, guiding, and bringing us all together in this wonderful company. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 Safe travels, James. Beautiful prayer,
Guys.
Jolene.
Amen.
Good
Thank
job
you,
with it.
everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everybody.
Amen.
Have a great day,
Everyone.
everybody.
Thank you. Bye
Hallelujah.
bye,
Black
guys.
Friday.
Black
Bye
Friday.
bye.
Go
Blessings,
out and crush it
everyone.
today.
Thank you for all the
everybody.
Bye,
advice.
y'all.
Have a blessed day.
Have a